Once upon a time, deep in the sunny stretches of the savannah, there lived a young lion named Roary. He was a lively little cub with the shiniest golden fur and the most curious eyes. However, despite his bold spirit, Roary had one big worry: his roar. Every time he tried to roar, all that came out was a squeak. Roary's pride, especially his father, the mighty King Rumble, had the most thunderous roars in the whole savannah. They would roar every morning to greet the sun, their voices echoing far and wide. But not Roary. He was afraid others would laugh at his squeaky attempt. One day, King Rumble noticed Roary's silence during their morning roars. With a gentle nudge, he asked, "Why don't you join us, Roary? The savannah needs to hear its future king." Roary hung his head low, his mane covering his eyes. "But my roar is too squeaky," he confessed. "I'm not a real lion like you." King Rumble chuckled softly, nuzzling Roary with his nose. "A roar," he said, "is not just a sound. It's a reflection of who you are inside. You'll find your roar when you find what's worth roaring for." Not fully convinced, but inspired by his father's words, Roary set out to find something worth roaring about. He ventured far from his usual play spots, exploring deeper into the heart of the savannah. His adventure took him to a lush part of the jungle he had never seen before. Here, he met a troop of monkeys chattering loudly. Excited by the new visitor, they invited Roary to play. As they swung from vine to vine, a little monkey slipped and tumbled towards a fast-flowing river. Without thinking, Roary dashed after him, using his quick reflexes to scoop up the monkey and bring him back to safety. The monkeys cheered, and the little one hugged Roary tightly. "Thank you, Roary. You are brave," they chanted. At that moment, Roary felt a warmth spread through his chest. He climbed up a small hill, looking out over the savannah, and took a deep breath. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Roary opened his mouth and let out a roar. This time, it wasn't a squeak, but a powerful, resonant roar that rolled over the savannah like... Back at the Pride, everyone paused, their ears perking up. King Rumble's eyes sparkled with pride as Roary's roar echoed back to them. Roary's mother, Queen Lyra, purred with joy, and the whole Pride started roaring in celebration, their voices joining in a harmonious chorus that filled the evening air. Roary felt a rush of happiness and confidence. He had found his roar not by trying to be like someone else, but by being brave and true to himself. His roar was his own, and it was perfect. From that day on, Roary never hesitated to join in the morning roars. With each day, his roar grew stronger and more confident. Other animals in the savannah began to recognize him not just as a future king, but as a lion who had found his voice in a moment of courage. Years passed, and Roary grew into a magnificent lion, just like his father. He led his pride with the same bravery and wisdom that had helped him find his roar that fateful day. He often told the cubs his story, encouraging them to find their own roar in their unique ways. Roary's tale spread far beyond the savannah, inspiring animals everywhere. It wasn't just about how loud one could roar, but about finding one's true voice through self-discovery and courage. And so, Roary, the lion, became a legend, not just for his roar, but for his journey to find it. His story taught everyone that the true strength of a roar lies in the heart behind it, echoing the timeless message that being true to oneself is the bravest act of all.